Arthur Schopenhauer was a German philosopher. He lived in the 19th century. He is known for his work on pessimism, but he also wrote about human nature. One of his lesser-known works is The Art of Being Right. This book is a guide to winning arguments. Schopenhauer argues that people are not always rational. They are often driven by emotion and ego. Because of this, logic alone is not enough to win an argument. You need to understand the tactics people use. Schopenhauer outlines 38 different tactics. They range from subtle tricks of language to more aggressive forms of manipulation. He doesn't endorse using these tactics. Instead, he wants to expose them. He believes that by understanding these tactics, we can defend ourselves from them. This essay will explore some of Schopenhauer's most powerful tactics. We will see how they work. We will also discuss their relevance in today's world. One of Schopenhauer's key tactics is to use generalities, avoid specifics. Specifics can be challenged. Generalities are harder to pin down. For example, imagine you are arguing about politics. Instead of citing specific policies, speak in broad terms. Talk about freedom or justice. These words are powerful. They evoke strong emotions, but they lack concrete meaning. This tactic is effective because it makes it difficult for your opponent to engage with your argument. They are forced to either accept your general statements or to try to pin you down on specifics. This is often difficult to do, especially if you are skilled at using vague language. Words are powerful weapons. Schopenhauer teaches us to use them strategically. One way to do this is through equivocation. This involves using the same word in different senses. For example, you might argue that all men are created equal. This sounds noble, but what does equal really mean? Does it mean equal in opportunity, equal in outcome? The ambiguity of the word allows you to shift its meaning to suit your argument. Another tactic is to use emotionally charged language. Instead of saying the government made a mistake, say the government betrayed the people. This inflames emotions. It makes your opponent defensive. Section 4, Tactic 3, Appeal to Emotion. Logic is easily trumped by emotion. Schopenhauer urges us to exploit this. Appeal to your audience's fears, prejudices, and desires. For example, if you are arguing for a particular policy, don't just present facts and figures. Paint a vivid picture of the consequences of inaction. Describe the dangers that lurk if your opponent's view prevails. This tactic is particularly effective in today's world. Social media is fueled by emotion. Headlines are designed to trigger outrage or fear. By mastering the art of emotional appeal, you can gain a powerful advantage in any debate. Section 5, Tactic 4, Feign Ignorance. Sometimes the best offense is a good defense. Schopenhauer recommends feigning ignorance. Pretend you don't understand your opponent's argument. Force them to explain themselves repeatedly. This tactic is frustrating. It can make your opponent look foolish. It also gives you time to think of a counter-argument. For example, imagine someone accuses you of being wrong. Respond with a puzzled expression. Ask them to clarify their point. Say, "I'm not sure I follow. Can you explain that again?" This will put them on the defensive. Section 6, Tactic 5. Shift the goalposts. Don't let your opponent define the terms of the debate. Schopenhauer teaches us to shift the goalposts. If you are losing ground on one point, quickly move to another. For example, imagine you are arguing about climate change. Your opponent presents evidence that the Earth is warming. Instead of addressing this evidence directly, shift the focus to the economic costs of environmental regulations. This tactic keeps your opponent off balance. It prevents them from building a solid case against you.